Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're anything like me, October 25th, 2023 was a day circled on your calendar for one reason and one reason only. A brand new, full episode of Jeopardy! And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. We're going to dive deep into all the highlights, the nail-biting moments, the unexpected twists, and of course those head-scratching categories that make us all feel a little smarter just by watching. So grab your favorite snack, get comfy, and let's break down everything that happened in yesterday's epic Jeopardy! Showdown! Alright, let's kick things off with our contestants. We had three incredibly bright minds battling it out, each bringing their agam. There was contestant name 1, a formidable returning champion with a fantastic winning streak already under their belt, looking to extend their reign. Then, we welcomed contestant name 2, a sharp new challenger with an impressive knowledge base, eager to make their mark. And finally, we had contestant name 3, another fresh face, whose enthusiasm was absolutely contagious. Right from the start, you could feel the energy in the studio, a perfect blend of high stakes and pure intellectual fun. The competition was palpable, and we knew we were in for a treat. The Jeopardy! Round began and the categories were as diverse and intriguing as ever. We saw everything from literary legends and world geography to pop culture puzzlers and science and nature. Good. It was a true test of general knowledge, and our contestants were off to the races. Contestant name 1 started strong, methodically picking off clues and building a solid lead. But contestant name 2 wasn't far behind, showing off some incredible recall, especially in the history buffs category. Contestant name 3, though a little slower to buzz in at first, picked up momentum with some well-placed answers and kept themselves in the game. It was a really balanced opening round, with no one quite running away with it, which always makes for more exciting viewing. The first daily double appeared under famous quotes, and it was found by contestant name 2. They had a decent amount of money, and you could feel the tension as they decided to wager. Mention a reasonable wager. For example, all of it, or a significant amount. A bold move. The clue was about to describe a simple, recognizable quote without giving away the answer. For example, a quote often attributed to a famous Roman emperor about conquering Gaul, and boom, they nailed it. That immediately catapulted them into a strong second place, just a few $1,000s behind our returning champion. It was an incredible moment that really shifted the dynamic of the game and showed they were here to play. As the Jeopardy! Round concluded, the scores were tight. Contestant name 1 was still in the lead, but contestant name 2's daily double success meant the gap was much smaller than it could have been. Contestant name 3 was also right there, proving that any one of them could take the lead in Double Jeopardy! This is what we love about Jeopardy! Right? The unpredictable nature of it all. Each contestant showed moments of brilliance, and there were even a few humorous wrong answers that had Alex Trebek, or rather Ken Jennings, chuckling good-naturedly. It was clear that the stage was set for an even more intense second round. Now, on to Double Jeopardy! This is where the stakes really get high, and the dollar values double. The categories for this round were absolutely fantastic. We had mythological creatures, European capitals, classic cinema, and a super tricky one called Elements of Surprise. The buzzer speed became even more critical, and you could tell the contestants were really digging deep into their knowledge banks. Contestant name 1 continued their consistent play, demonstrating a wide breadth of knowledge across many subjects. Their strategy seemed to be to stay steady and accumulate points without taking too many unnecessary risks. But then contestant name 2 started to shine even brighter. They found both daily doubles in Double Jeopardy! How lucky and how strategic. The first was under European capitals, and they wisely chose to mention a specific wager. For example, $3,000. The clue was challenging, asking for describe a moderately difficult capital clue. For example, the capital of a small Balkan nation known for its ancient monasteries. And after a moment of thoughtful pause, they delivered the correct answer. That was another significant boost to their score, putting them neck and neck with the leader. The second Double Jeopardy. Daily Double was in classic cinema, and this time, contestant name 2 had a substantial lead. They went for it again, wagering mention another strategic wager, for example, $5,000. The clue was about describe a challenging but recognizable classic film clue. For example, the film that features a famous "Here's Looking at You" kid line, but also stars a lesser-known actress. And with confidence, they answered correctly once more. This was truly their round. Those two daily doubles were game changers, propelling contestant name 2 into a commanding lead, leaving contestant name 1 and contestant name 3 playing catch-up. Contestant name 3, despite the tough competition, kept fighting. They picked up some crucial points in mythological creatures and elements of surprise, showing their niche knowledge, and proving they weren't going down without a fight. Even though they were trailing, their energy and determination were inspiring. There were some really tough clues in Double Jeopardy that stumped all three contestants, reminding us just how difficult this show can be. But that's part of the fun, right? It's watching these brilliant minds wrestle with incredibly complex questions. As we headed into Final Jeopardy, scores were as follows. Contestant name 2 with a significant lead, contestant name 1 in a strong second place, and contestant name 3 with a respectable score, but needing a big break to win. The tension in the air was thick. This is the moment where everything can change, where strategies around wagering come into play, and where one right or wrong answer can determine the entire outcome. Who would prevail? Who would make that critical final decision? The category for Final Jeopardy was World Landmarks, a classic broad category, but often with a sneaky twist. The clue read, formulate a plausible Final Jeopardy clue that is challenging but solvable. For example, this iconic structure, built for a 19th century international exposition, was originally intended to be temporary, but became a permanent symbol of its city. Wow, what a clue. Immediately, my mind started racing, trying to figure it out. I hope you at home were playing along too. Let's see how our contestants handled it. First up, contestant name 3. They wrote down their answer and their wager. After the reveal, they had described their answer. For example, the correct answer, or a plausible but incorrect answer. Their wager was mention a reasonable wager. For example, a small amount to secure third place, or a large amount in hopes of a miracle. This resulted in their final score being mentioned their final score. They played a fantastic game, and we applaud their effort. Next, contestant name 1. Our returning champion, known for their strategic wagering. They also had described their answer, for example, the correct answer, or an incorrect answer. Their wager was mention their wager, for example, just enough to cover contestant name 2's potential wrong answer, but not too much. This brought their total to mention their final score. It was a smart play, but was it enough? Finally, contestant name 2, our leader heading into Final Jeopardy. With their dominant performance in Double Jeopardy, they had a commanding position. They wrote down describe their answer. For example, the correct answer, or an incorrect answer. And their wager was mention their wager. For example, a conservative amount, ensuring victory, or a bold wager, cementing their lead. The host revealed their answer, and yes, it was correct. And with that, their final score was mention their final score, making them the new Jeopardy champion. What an incredible victory. So there you have it. What a fantastic episode of Jeopardy! On October 25th, 2023, we saw brilliant minds, strategic plays, and a truly exciting conclusion. Congratulations to contestant name 2 on becoming the new Jeopardy champion. It was a well-deserved win, marked by incredible knowledge and some impressive daily double management. And hats off to contestant name 1 and contestant name 3 for a stellar performance as well. They truly made it a thrilling competition. What was your favorite moment from the episode? Did you get the Final Jeopardy clue right? Let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing your thoughts and how you did playing along at home. If you enjoyed this recap and want to stay up to date with all things Jeopardy and other exciting game show content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.